Yeah. ECSports back and ready to go. First off, I want to recognize the founder, Eddie Earl Christie. It's his birthday, 80th birthday. Happy birthday.
Ooh,
He had a big, enormous bash yesterday in Tampa, Florida for his 80th. It was like a sports thing. His wife, Darlene, threw it. Great
wow.
woman. And yeah, they had fun. 80th, man. I hope I can get there. Sheesh.
Big 8-0, baby. Jerry Rice.
Still doing
Wow.
it for you, Earl. So just wanted to throw that
That's
out there.
amazing. That's
You with
amazing.
Danny from Cali?
You know, it's raining here today. Is that weird to you? Is
What?
that weird to you that it's actually like bad weather today? It's like raining crazily.
Rain. Yesterday was 19 degrees. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry for your rain, Danny. Fuck out of here. Raining.
It's
I'll be, me
bad.
and Dylan will be there at the 31st.
Oh, sweet. Where are you guys gonna be?
We'll be in LA, like
Okay, cool.
straight LA. I think we're staying yeah, we'll be right in LA. So
Don't tell me you try to do the thing where you flew into Fresno and drive down. Don't
nah, I
tell me you
just
tried
I
doing that.
just I found I had to do some research, but flying right in to the spot.
No, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. So
Well,
what
yeah,
we
let's
got?
get it going. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get it going. I mean, yesterday we had UFC fight night, and it didn't go the way that someone I'm assuming like you would project because we're placing wagers. But Kamaru Usman, man, I think he just the trilogy, and you would think he would just come out guns blazing, try to just take this fool out, try to knock out Leon Edwards, try to take him down. He just didn't have it. Just did not have it yesterday. And even though he was landing shots, even though he took down Edwards, I believe it was 4 times,
Yeah.
he just didn't have it. It just wasn't sharp enough. I think Leon Edwards just took his game to a whole new level. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny how like things change within less than a year. I mean, coming into the last fight, Kamaru was almost damn near the pound for pound guy, hard to be beat. But then when you actually do your research, you see some chinks in the armor. And I hate to be that media person that I'm not bashing, but you have to speak facts, right? His title defenses were cold. Well, his title win was to a winding down Tyron Woodley, and we all know what happened to him. And then his title defenses were to Colby Covington, I think a couple times, and then Masvidal a couple times. Uh, that's tough. And then, he was up there with those guys, and then Leon Edwards, he had that fight, and then he got knocked completely out. And just last night, I just don't think he came out at all with the want to and need that a former so-called pound for pound guy should. And then it's funny, and then that makes me go to people that even have the audacity to question someone like John Jones being the greatest of all time. That is the funniest thing I've ever. How do you question someone that's, I mean, look at his resume. I don't have to name them, but he doesn't waste time fighting people that he knows he could just put away.
Yeah.
He puts them away. And
Yeah.
then let's be real, Cyril Gahn, at least up until that fight, was a formidable opponent coming from a 3-year layoff. And I'm not going to get into my soapbox with John Jones, but let's realize who
Yeah.
we're naming on the top pound for pound when you see fights like that last night. Very disappointing. Very.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. And I want to give credit to it's not just about Usman losing, it's honestly about Leon Edwards winning.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, I'm telling you, after him beating Usman in the second go around, he's improved in every aspect of his game, right? His striking looked amazing. His defense was great. The fact that he even went the distance, I mean, like this guy was taking shots too. I mean, he
Yeah.
his chin looked good after a few of those elbows. His chin was looking good. I think Leon Edwards could have a case for taking his title and running with it and doing what he has to do to maintain. But for
I
Usman,
just
man,
like
if your
I'm
last
tired of
two,
Colby Covington getting all of
yeah,
this.
and
Like,
I just don't
out of
know.
here, bro. Do they
Yeah,
not have any more welterweights? Do people
I
need to
don't
move
know who else
up?
is in that division. I think it's like Colby Covington, him, and that's it. And then who are you gonna rotate?
Yeah,
Masvidal. And like that division is kind of
yeah.
is it weak? Is that a
Because
weak division? You think?
it's weak as fuck. And if you don't look at it, like if you're trying to sell fights with your champion, that's all you got. You got to keep going back to this bum. Like you need to get some guys up. Some guys need to either move up or you just need that division is an issue. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's an issue. The heavyweight is actually coming back. We all know, like there's gonna be dudes saying, "Oh, John Jones." All right, keep
I
going,
mean,
do it.
I mean, Cosmot's in that division though.
All right.
Chinook.
So if Kaz, all right, then he needs to get an immediate fight. Bilal Muhammad's in there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Like we need to get Colby Covington out of the. He
That
shouldn't.
it's still a top. He's still considered a top five in that rank. And I mean, you got guys like Stephen Thompson, and then there's
Gunnar
Brazilian
Nelson.
dude. Brazilian dude. What's his name?
Which one?
Gilbert Burns. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
think. So it's
Gunnar
like
Nelson, who had a
it,
really good fight last night. He choked out Barberena, but Leon's already beat both of them. Like I'm looking at his record, he's
I'm
already
telling you,
beat.
Leon
He had a
Edwards.
no contest against Bilal, so that might be. But you got to understand, if I'm Dana White in UFC, can you really push Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards pay-per-view main event? Seriously,
No,
for
you,
us fighters, maybe,
for
but
guys who actually want to bet and watch, yeah,
yeah,
for
but
like the fans,
there that's probably top
the
co-main.
yeah,
You know what I
and I
mean?
think the lightweight division just clears the welterweight
Yeah.
division when it comes to
So
Islam, Charles Oliveira, Poirier, Beneil, Dariush, Gaethje, who had a win yesterday,
yeah.
which was nice, and then you guys like Chandler, and then obviously you got the big names who aren't that good anymore who could still fight like
Oh, I'm
Conor
gonna
McGregor.
win so much money that day because there's gonna be so many Connor stands everywhere that don't
I'm
understand.
personally, I even think I hope he wins just to see some entertainment. I just hope he
Um,
wins. But yeah,
Chandler's
speaking of,
a maniac. I wouldn't want. Connor's not ready for that dude.
oh jeez,
But
um,
what else we got?
well, I
I'm
mean,
sorry. I feel sorry for Kamaru because he's a good dude. But
yeah,
I mean, when a guy gets your number, like we'll see next month,
back to
Izzy's
back.
number.
It
Izzy
yeah,
has to win. Izzy's
yeah.
a
Otherwise,
different
he's
breed,
gonna be in
though.
that
Like he's a
mix.
different breed. He's not 35. Nobody's talking about his knees. He actually has the power because he did it last fight at the end of was it the first or second round with a guy.
Yeah,
I just
just
hope
yeah.
he's looked at that film and worked on certain things because when he took Pereira down, Pereira was like a fucking fish out of water when he was on that mat. He did not want any part of grappling. And I hope Izzy realized.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, you realize also, that in that division, and if Usman had back-to-back lost the same guy, no in between fight, you would think he would just. But
It's
yeah, let's move on. It's March, March Madness time, and yeah. Speaking of madness, do you just even want to talk about brackets? Like, do you want to throw yours
oh, I
away
have
now?
no yeah, I'll
Do you
just
even fill one out?
let's
Why do I fill them
let's
out?
annoy
Why do I fill
let's
them out?
annoy everybody and just tell them the one. I mean, I didn't lose 700, but I had the chance to win 700 on between two brackets. And Penny came with his team and let some Florida team on the edge of the Atlantic or Pacific, whatever ocean it's
I
on,
throw you.
make a layup. And I'm sitting there at the bar, like, let me get some,
Yeah,
and
you thought
bro,
you had.
it was so annoying.
What
So
did you
I'm
call
I'm
any?
no one's safe.
Yeah, did you call any double-digit upsets? I'm not saying I took Fairleigh Dickinson over Purdue, another 16 beat 1. I'm not saying I took Princeton over Arizona. Luckily, I had Arizona losing the next round.
I was
Uh,
surprised Furman got their ass whooped like they did.
I yeah, but I took Furman. So that's the thing. Like, do
See,
you take early upsets and ride them? Like, or is that your strategy, or you take the early upsets to lose to the favorite the next round? Do you
I
have
would
any
think if it's an
Cinderella?
early, I kind of try to look at the. it's like a cheat code for people that really didn't pay attention to college earlier in the season. So, you have everything right there. You can look at the previous game of both, and then at least you can get some semblance of what's going to possibly happen. Look at injuries, look at how they
Mhm.
played the defense last game. So it's a lot more easy to, you know,
Yeah.
contest both of them instead of just trying to say, all right, this is Duke, that's Tennessee. Now you can look at it like, damn, Duke had a tough game. Or I can look at the UCLA Northwestern game and say, damn, Northwest, which I thought would happen. Northwestern played the shit out of them. They played very hard. So now you can look at that.
Surprisingly, I still have all four of my Final Four teams intact,
Which
um, which is Alabama, Houston, Marquette, UCLA.
I have only one I have left is Marquette. I bet them to go to the Final Four early.
I just looked at a Shaka Smart team. I mean, this is a well-coached team. They
Yeah.
got the Big East Player of the Year, in Kolek. I mean, that was just an easy call. I mean, I love that the biggest coin flip I had was like when I had them matched up against Michigan State. Tom is those guys. They're gonna play hard. They always got those undersized scoring guards, and they got the stretch bigs. But I just had to take Shaka Smart over in this one. I think he really has it this year. But my champion is Houston. Who's your champion?
They lost.
Or who was your champion? I don't know. Don't tell me you took Purdue all the way.
No, they lost yesterday.
Who your champion?
Ordered a repeat, but yeah. So
Don't tell me. Oh my goodness.
yeah, uh so that's that.
I,
Um
did you think it was Florida in 07? You thought back to back of Joe? Is that what you thought?
hey, I didn't know Bill Self was that sick, bro.
Yeah, man. Prayers
Yeah.
up to him. Hope he's doing well, honestly, because he's gonna I mean, honestly, just stay in the stress, probably watching that game, just stay in just rest, recover, take your time. That's gonna be a hard pill to swallow losing to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Even though
Like
Arkansas
that,
has a lot of
yeah.
guys. But
So yeah, you could look at a lot of games now. Like I'm gonna look today. Maybe Ivan has something. Maybe I want to sprinkle. I'm not going crazy like I did. I'll just do like 3 easy ones just to stack a little money.
yeah,
But, the Bulls look good. I was there the other night. They had a back-to-back, 2 decent wins at home. DeMar was crazy, bro. He came in with the Kobe and high socks and just felt like dropping 40 and in front of the fans. And I can't believe that they're still in play for the play in. No pun intended. It's amazing how they're doing this. And would you want to play them in the play in?
the Bulls,
Yeah.
to be honest, it takes a DeMar DeRozan 49 and 14 game.
But Zach was right next to him with 40, and Vooch was like.
The thing is, that's against a Minnesota team with Anthony Edwards rolling his ankles.
Miami last night.
And Miami that's a formidable win. I'll give you that. But do I want to play them? Yes and no. I don't want to play them because yes, you have the ability of DeMar DeRozan who just take over a game and he can literally embarrass your own defense just from the mid-range. But at the same time, yes, I would like to play them because their defense looks shaky as hell. And at the same time, they get very stagnant where they just continuously go into DeRozan. You could figure defenses will figure that out eventually. And the second thing is you're going to get into a shootout with them. Fine. But again, they're going to give up 120. They'll score 120, but give up a 120. But
yeah. Hey, that's what the NBA wants. Score.
Yeah, that's another
but
thing.
All I'm saying, especially in a play-in, is you gotta stop like 3.
It's a March Madness game, basically.
Yeah, you gotta stop 3 dudes. Like Vooch he's gonna get his double. Like that's a I hate to keep using the cheat code, but if you do a single game parlay with them 3, you're probably gonna win 9 out of 10 times. Zach to drops 20, DeMar to drop 20 or 25, and Vooch for a double, and the only one you'll probably lose is picking a winner. But you're gonna win that single game parlay. They just won me a few bucks the other night. So
yeah. The only thing is like having that team, like if actually we're looking at it, besides the gambling aspect, like for winning,
yeah.
The de facto point guard situation that they have is like who are they relying on? Is it gonna be Caruso?
Beverly was 17 last night, though.
That's true. I don't know. I would say it. Okay, now I can't even talk because the Lakers. I'm not even calling my Lakers. I'm just gonna say
Who?
Lakers. The Lakers.
Who?
Exactly. Would I want to play the Bulls? No, actually, now I think about it, if they get the 7 and they're playing in the UC, no. But if they're, I don't think they'll get the 7th seed. I think they'll probably get either 8, 9, or 10 if going into a play.
I'm not a I haven't jumped head into the play-in since it started, but I'm sure you know. Give me the breakdown of how it works and what happened.
So the play-in tournament is 7, 8, 9, 10, right? The 7 seed, which in my opinion, I think who should secure a playoff spot no matter what, they deserve it.
They should,
But
that's
they,
ridiculous.
they should.
That they
They
have a
absolutely should. But
chance to
Adam Silver wants to put them in a bind. Fine. They play the 8. The 7 gets a home game. If whatever team loses,
Here, let me do it. Let me do it so we can actually hear the name. So it's Miami at 7, Atlanta at 8, Toronto at 9, and Chicago at 10. Right today.
okay, perfect. So if we're looking at these 4 teams, Toronto would get a home game against the Bulls.
Okay.
And then Miami would get a home game against the Hawks.
Okay.
So, for example, if Miami wins, they secure the 7th seed. Atlanta would play the winner of the 8-9 or the 9-10. I'm sorry, the 9-10. If what's up?
So if Miami wins, they're in.
They're in. They get the 7. That's it. No
And
question.
Atlanta has to play the winner.
Atlanta has to play the winner of the 9-10 matchup.
Okay. And what about
the 9
that one?
Oh, they're done. If
They're
you
done.
lose the
Okay.
if you lose the 8, if you lose the 9-10 matchup, you're going
You're
home.
done. Okay.
If you win it, you have the chance to secure a seed by playing the loser of the 7-8 team.
Got it. Okay.
Potentially a 7 seed could miss the playoffs, which is pretty sad.
That's crazy, bro. But it does make sense. The 8th gets a chance, even though they lose.
And I think the way it should be, this is just my opinion, it should be the 7 gets a spot, the 8 gets a first round bye in the play-in, the winner of the 9-10 plays the 8, and it's a 1-game playoff. But again, I don't know why they want to do it with this.
The way you explain it makes sense. And if I'm Toronto, bro, at least right now,
you better hold on.
You better hold on. Because the Bulls come to Toronto, bro. The way they're playing. I mean, I'm gonna actually go. They got some games coming up that.
But then that's another thing. It's like, is it
Lakers? They got the Lakers twice.
The Bulls or Toronto?
Bulls. Home and away. And you know what
Pat
Beverly said?
If LeBron's not back, they'll split for sure.
Yeah, but we got Philly back to back, bro. Home and home.
Speaking of Philly, who's your MVP as of today? Is it a big man from Philly or what?
I mean, Embiid's always been a monster. I don't know, bro. The NBA's been everywhere, but always it's been everywhere. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's so trending. It's like a stock. It's so volatile. Like who's gonna be your MVP? Like one week it's like Jokic. Then it's like Embiid. Like and then Giannis creeps in. Like, but as of today, I think with the Philly 8-game winning streak that they're on right now, and the way Joel Embiid is literally just abusing defenses, and he's just putting up numbers like 38, 17, 4 blocks. Like he just looks so dominant. I think this year they'll finally give it to Embiid, even though I honestly think Jokic probably deserves three straight. And I'm not even gonna
NBA don't want him holding a Jordan trophy.
Yeah.
He's not fun. And a lot of people, except for maybe you in the behind the scenes, I don't want no parts of Sacramento, bro. That's all. The way they came in and whooped our ass, they didn't beat us, whoop our ass by a lot of points. But how they calmly whooped our ass when DeMar hit a 4-point play, and then Aaron, there you go. I'm all right. Let's go home on this 3 that I didn't even need to shoot. But I wanted to shoot this 3 and just walk off the court. Like, that was ridiculous.
They are such an interesting team.
Second seed. That's a very well coached team. I hope the coach is in. Who's their coach? Is it Malone?
Mike Brown. No, it's
Mike Brown. Yes, he was. I remember he was wearing fucking Vans on the side.
You know what? He brings the intensity. and I think he's the perfect guy to coach that Sacramento Kings team.
Yeah,
The fact that they got him playing at such a high motor, they're super motivated, and they got guys who bought in. And honestly, Sabonis looks like a dark horse MVP candidate. No one's gonna give him love.
who
De'Aaron
did they
Fox
trade
looks
for
like
him? Who they get back?
Halliburton. They traded
Halliburton.
Halliburton.
Oh, so it was
He's
a
nice. So it's like an even
yeah,
trade.
yeah.
And then De'Aaron Fox is like the most improved player of the year. Either him or Lauri Markkanen is gonna win it.
I was just looking at the NBA feed. Two former Bulls. You know how they show the play when they're in this action picture, and then right here they got their fucking like crazy points. Wendell Carter Jr. 27, 12, 8, 6. Laurie Markkinen, da 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 da, and then yeah. Thanks, Bulls. The trades, Bulls. Fucking dudes are murdering everybody in the league. What up, Ivan? He's joining us in the middle of our NBA talk.
What's up?
I'm sure you got some NCAAs that we could hopefully catch some money back on, since a lot of people have lost.
Please.
Because
I don't want to have to liquidate my house. I need some money.
yeah, need some fucking fiend.
Yeah, I got 2 NBA picks and then I got 3 picks for the NCAA. My bracket's not doing too bad. I think I'm right now I'm third out of 32 teams right now in my bracket.
Mhm.
I got the upset on Furman. I think that's what their team is called, Furman.
Mark
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're young. That was the OJ guy. Yeah. Your research, you'll see
But
Furman.
yeah, I saw a lot of like signals going that way, so that's why I like them a lot. I was not trying to bet on Northwestern either, because you really can't bet Illinois teams here in
They played
Illinois.
good, bro.
Did very well.
Yeah,
They did. They held it.
You know, you can go to if you really want to, you can go to like they're gone, but you can go to the casino and bet them, which is really stupid.
That's it.
really?
Cool.
Yeah.
I never even.
Yeah, I heard it on ESPN 1000. You can go to the casino and bet Illinois teams. So
That's so.
What?
yeah, it's so stupid. Can't do it on your phone, guys. But we got to see you face to face. Make sure you're not telling these guys to help you win.
I just want to hear the Chicago guys. Like, you gotta go to Rivers and just
you can go over to the to the. That's how they talk, bro.
That's hilarious. But
So,
my 3 picks are gonna be Kentucky -3. They rebound more. I think they're just gonna eat the glass. And then they have less turnovers.
Okay,
that's a good call.
Isn't it crazy how Calipari's still relevant, bro?
I mean,
take like a few years off.
Kentucky team I've seen probably the last 10 years. Oscar Shibwe, he is a absolute beast who dominates the glass, as Ivan said, and he was National Player of the Year last year. He's going to go to the NBA.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't think he's going to be a top 10 pick, but he is a guy who could contribute to an NBA team right away because of his rebounding.
Yeah, he goes crazy.
Hmm.
I think I also have MSU plus 3.5 against Marquette. I think Marquette's really fraudulent for their seeding.
Wow.
I mean, I personally have seen them play.
Who's fraudulent?
Marquette.
Isn't that funny how Danny and I have them in the Final Four and you say that?
Really?
I smell a bet, don't you, Danny?
It sounds like
something.
I think I know a little something with Marquette since I've seen them play. Like I don't know. I think they're like culture and everything when it comes
So is that
to like
the
basketball.
thing? If you see them play, so I should just bet all the Bulls because I see them play live all the time.
No, not at all. I mean,
okay. They're
I'm
good.
seeing
I
some
got
money.
them going. I'm a Bull. I'm jumping on the wagon again. Just so you know.
I just see some weird money. I see some weird money. Like there's when it comes to like where the sharps are, like that's where I kind of go.
Michigan State though, bro.
It's a tough game. Ivan has a point, but continue. I want to break my point after you break yours. Go ahead.
And then my last pick for NCAA is Creighton over Baylor. I got Creighton going far, so I like Creighton because they got a 7'1" dude on there that is insane,
Purdue
and he like
had
leads the country.
7'4" dude.
Yeah, that's true too. I didn't really see Purdue going that far though, so I can't really say anything towards that.
So
yeah, I like.
So your Creighton is Creighton. What break down your Creighton pick though? The
Yeah, there's a 7'1" guy on there. They have a lot less turnovers made against, especially against the other team, and then I think they get at least almost 30 boards in defensive rebounding in that sense, rather than offense. So they keep from the other team from the offensive glass, and it's I think they got some shooters on there as well. But in terms of where the money's going, a lot of it's going towards Creighton.
So you got Creighton money line or with points?
I'd take them on the points. I believe, yeah, they're actually dogs in this sense.
I figured. So you got
Yeah,
Creighton in the points. You got Marquette losing.
yeah, Marquette losing. Well, I got MSU plus 3.5.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a really close game because like the way that they let up the score last game really kind of sussed me out as well.
Mhm.
Because then they came back, they had to come back and like steamrolling basically. I think that spread was at 10.5,
Before he
and they
gets to the
barely made the cut.
NBA, Danny, break down your Marquette point.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it was a coin flip for me because of the coaching matchup. Tom Izzo versus Shaka Smart. This just reminds me of a typical Shaka Smart team. They're gonna play defense. They're gonna rebound hard as hell. They're gonna hustle for everything, but they're also gonna move the ball well and shoot from the outside. Kolek, Big East Player of the Year. I just think Marquette has a lot of talent as well. Not to knock Michigan State because they got those undersized guys, Tyson Walker, Hauser, stretch big. They got guys who could shoot. I'm going Marquette solely for the fact that I think they could out rebound and out hustle Michigan State. That's literally the only reason why. They're both teams. This is literally a coin flip matchup. Michigan State's very underrated this year. The only fact
The
that it
Stars.
go Michigan State deep is because they blow a lot of leads. The game against Iowa earlier in the season before the Big Ten tournament where they blew a 10-point lead within a minute, literally a minute, and they lost. That's one of the sole reasons I don't take them deep in the tourney this year because of their not closing ability in a sense. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Marquette.
Is Kentucky favored, Ivan?
I believe,
Yeah,
I believe
minus
so.
two
Yeah,
and a
they
half.
are.
They're minus two and a
Yeah.
half right now. What's your NBA?
My NBA picks here are I really like Brooklyn, plus 1.5 against Denver. There's a money system going towards that, which highlight games where the money's at, and then where the line movement's indicating where the sharps action in one side of the game. So that means it's completely public versus the sharps. So I'm seeing like 70% of the money, 70% of the picks, and this system has hit the last 5 games straight. Um, Denver also hasn't been like that good on the road recently. They're three out of the 4 games on the road resulted in a loss. The Spurs they lost to, Toronto they
Is
lost
that
to, and
why
then
the
recently
line
the
is so
Knicks.
fucking small against the bomb ass Nets at Brooklyn in the afternoon?
Yeah,
Minus one and a half.
yeah, pretty much in the afternoon. So like not that many people are like people are kind of just placing them as like a parlay pick. Um,
Yeah, there's no
there's
one
just
out
so
except
much.
for no one's
If you
out.
see the less Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know if you see like the last time they were 1.5, they're losing all those games. But when it comes to like a bigger spread, they'll cover those. It's really weird, but especially on the road, don't take them on the road. They play a lot better at home.
Interesting.
And my last pick is OKC minus 1.5 against Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton is out. OKC is 12-10 as favorites at home.
We'll have to see the game.
Compared to Phoenix away as underdogs, they're 8-17. So they're not too great on the road. Kevin Durant just got recently hurt. I don't know. I think Phoenix likes to turn it on and off like whenever they want in game. But I feel like OKC is just a really like underrated like team right now. And they might make it into the play-in game. Who knows? Especially if they take this game, I think they
So they're
will
playing
end up
for
taking because
something, and
they
Phoenix is already like, we're in. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're kind of on that mentality with Chris Paul on there, and then Devin Booker's been talking a lot more shit for some reason. I don't know what's going on there, but I haven't seen him like that. But I think OKC just has a lot of young players that are hungry and very talented, especially with Shea on there. 30 points average, like that's another Luka Doncic, like
Mhm.
especially when you got young players surrounding that.
All right.
Yeah, I think OKC is a good pick, especially because they're in the mix for the play-in. You know, Shea, Giddy, Jalen Williams. They have two Jalen Williamses, but the one who I'm talking about from San
Yeah.
Francisco, is a absolute monster. This team's going to be good for in the long run in the future. I just think they're going to be battling all game. I don't mind taking OKC today. That's a good call.
All right. So he's got his picks in. He's got Kentucky and the points. Marquette losing. Whew. And then the last one was what was the last one, Ivan?
Creighton
Creighton,
versus
yeah.
Over Baylor.
All right. I'm gonna play that, see what happens. I know where you live, homie.
We'll have some fun today.
Yeah. We'll see. That's the show today. Good one. March Madness is in full effect. And
100%.
yeah, we'll see what happens. Go Bulls, go Bears, and fuck the Lakers and the Raiders.
Oh,
For
for a second. Oh,
for Danny, Ivan, EC
oh my
Sports.
God.